Financial G-Spot. I'm Robin Crane, and you're watching the Whatever It Takes Network. So I'm about to meet Nathaniel, and all I know about Nathaniel is what he wrote to me in an email, and that is that he's been lending money to family and friends, but especially family, and he's pretty fed up. It sounds like he's just been giving, and not getting anything in return. And to be honest, he seems really frustrated by it. He feels like he's broke and he's down in his luck and no one's helping him. And if only they would pay him back, he thinks the situation would be better. So I'd like to meet Nathaniel. I'd like you to meet him as well. So Nathaniel, come on down. Come on down! You got a strut. I like that. You're like, what's up? I'm on TV. Cool. I like the purple. What's up?
Thank you.
Robin, nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, Robin. Come on, sit down here. So you came in from New Jersey?
Yeah, all the way from New Jersey.
Where about?
The New Brunswick, Piscataway area.
Oh my goodness.
About a few blocks away from the Rutgers football stadium.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for doing the drive. This must be.
Absolutely.
You must have good reason to be here.
Absolutely. I'm tired. I'm fed up. I'm just
agitated. Was I right about that?
You're 100% right.
That's what it sounded
100%,
like in the
absolutely. Absolutely.
So tell me what's been going on and why you're here.
Oh, I've been, I'm financially frustrated. Every time I turn around, I'm loaning money out. It seems like I can never, ever get a chance to recover the money that I've loaned out to the people over the amount of years that I've been doing it for.
When did you start loaning money and why did you start loaning money?
It's always
Are you
been
a bank?
No, well, to me, some
people
seem like I'm a bank, but when you really dig into my pockets, it's an empty vault at this time in my life.
But somehow, if someone came to you right now, let's say it was a family member who you really care about, and they said, Nathaniel, can you lend me $100?
I would most likely tell them to wait till the next time that I get paid, and I would most likely probably give it to them.
That's what I'm going to work on in this episode. No more lending, man. Let's stop.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. So that's very interesting because it sounds like you're so fed up. You don't want to lend any more money. You have an empty vault, as you said.
Absolutely.
And here you are. After I just asked you, you said, "But I'd still do it again."
But I'd still do it again because I love them.
Because you love them. Okay. So what do you do? Just curious.
I work for the government. I work for the township. I've been there for about 17 years now.
Okay. So if you weren't lending money, like I'm just kind of getting a feel for like your salary and stuff, are you able to pay your bills fine? And
well, I'm coming up kind of short. It's almost like paying Peter to pay Paul. I'm reaching into one account to pay this bill, or I gotta take from this to pay this, and somehow throughout the end of the month, I'm coming up very, very short.
Okay, got it. Even if you're not lending money?
Even if I'm not lending money because of the financial stage that I am at this present time.
Okay. And so have you ever been in a place where you're like doing well, you make them, like you're spending within your means, meaning you're spending less than you make, and you're getting by or even saving? Like, have you gotten to that point before?
Yeah, I've have. It seems like people know though. You save a little bit and you're good to go for a little while, and then bam, they're right there. They're knocking at the door constantly.
Wow. So I want to tell you something. That never happens to me.
I wish I had your luck.
Like that never happens, nor has it ever happened. And I know that's not normal. I mean, maybe a lot of people have, people knocking on their door, lending them money. I don't know. You can write in and tell us. But my guess is that there are a lot of people who don't have people knocking on the door asking for money. So what do you think, and I should say before I ask this question, everything you do in life is your responsibility. Do you believe that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you're taking responsibility for your actions.
Right.
So let's get to the heart of why you're doing this, because you are bringing them, you're like a magnet. You're like, instead of a money magnet, you're a lending magnet.
Yes, correct.
Have you ever heard of a money magnet?
No.
So there's something fun that my husband and I do. We learned this at a seminar years ago, that if you find money, even a penny, you pick it up and you say, "I'm a money magnet. Thank you, thank you, thank you."
I like
because you want to put it on the universe that I am accepting of all abundance. A penny, $1, $20, free stuff, whatever it is. And we feel like we bring abundance into our life. But instead of being a money magnet, it sounds like you're a lending magnet. "Oh, I'll lend you money. Thank you, thank you, thank you for giving me the opportunity to lend you money." And even though what's going on is that you're feeling that people are taking advantage of you.
Yes.
And they're hurting you, and you have nothing left for yourself.
Right.
You're still doing it.
Still doing it.
So that's why I want to find out why. Because as long as you are doing this to yourself, there will always be people knocking on the door.
Absolutely, I agree.
So why do you think, like, when you lend someone money, in that moment, when you decide, yes, besides the feeling of I love you, because you said I'll do it because I love them, what else goes in your head? Like, what do you feel about yourself to be true in that moment when you're lending someone money?
I feel like a kind of self-pity responsibility. Like, I feel, especially when it comes to
But you
family.
have self-pity for them.
For them,
So you feel
absolutely.
sorry for them.
I feel sorry.
But what does that say about you? If you're the guy that lends someone money because you feel self-pity for them, what does that mean about you?
What does it mean about me? I would have to say that it means that I'm just too willing to give.
Okay. What positively does it mean? You're doing this because you're actually getting a positive result, a positive feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I feel good about
feel
it,
good.
but at the same time, maybe not right at the moment, but I feel sorry for myself.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I'm the one that's going to have their struggle after I loan out money to them.
Right. Okay. Do you in some ways feel like a hero, like to help them, or no?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
So we got to go to a break in a sec. So when we come back, I really want to get to the heart of why Nathaniel is lending this money, because he knows he's taking responsibility. He knows he's bringing it upon himself, but there's also some blame there that we got to figure out as well. So again, you're watching the Financial G-Spot on the Whatever It Takes Network. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back. You're watching the Financial G-Spot on the Whatever It Takes Network. I'm here in New York City with my fellow New Jersey friend, Nathaniel. I also live in New Jersey.
All right.
Came into the city for this as well. So, but not so far in New Brunswick.
It's a little bit of a hike,
Yeah, but that's why I'm glad you're here, because obviously you care enough about this to make the trip. Cost you time, cost you money, and so I appreciate you being here, man.
Thank you very much. I appreciate being here.
Oh, good. So, so let's get to the heart of it. So, let me say this. The only thing you do something, or I should say it this way, the only reason you do something is because you associate more pleasure to doing it, or you associate more pain to not doing it. So let me make that clear, because it's might sound a little confusing. So what I'm trying to find out is, like, what is the pleasure that you get? And pleasure it's not supposed to sound sexual, even though this is the Financial G-Spot. Not trying to sound sexual, but what is what are the positive feelings you get when you lend money? So one thing you said, well, they have self-pity, but I kind of feel self-pity, so that's not a positive thing. So let's find the positive thing. I asked if you feel like a hero sometimes. And maybe you don't. You don't have to agree. I'm just trying to guess.
Well, not necessarily a hero, but someone who can help.
Okay. So you feel like you're someone who can help. Do you feel generous?
Yes, totally.
Great. Do you feel giving?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel like, even maybe more so because you don't have much for yourself, that you're somewhat of like a martyr in a sense? Now, I know I'm exaggerating, but like a little bit like, I don't even have it, but I'm giving it to you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I want to help as much as I can. I hate to see somebody in a struggle, especially when I know that there's going to be another paycheck that's going to be coming my way.
That's awesome. So it's so amazing. I mean, you're such a good person. You're trying to do what's right for other people, and you're really into contributing. And you actually, it's awesome that you're here, because I'm just finishing up the final touches of my book, and it's called How to Overcome Your Money Issues in 10 Easy Steps.
Okay.
And one of the things I talk about are the 5 money types. And if you've watched the show before, you've learned the money types. But I can tell right off the bat that Nathaniel is what I call overgenerous Olivia.
I agree.
It's pretty obvious, right? So overgenerous Olivia, by the way, it's male or female. It's just I have different, I usually use Barbies, so I have different Barbies to represent the type. But you're overgenerous Olivia. So overgenerous Olivia is very consistent with all those things you just said. Overgenerous Olivia feels like, I'm going to say she, but you want to give. She's very generous. She feels good about herself, a bit of a martyr, also a bit of a victim. Like, oh, it's happening to me again. They're knocking on my door. They need me, and so I will come save the day but even at the expense of hurting myself. That's like textbook, Robin
Right.
Crane textbook, textbook overgenerous Olivia. So what I was saying earlier is that you're doing it because you associate the ways you associate pain or pleasure. So the pleasurable things are that it basically makes you feel good, right?
It does. It makes me feel
Makes
good.
you feel good. So let's figure out what pain you're trying to avoid, because that's really why anyone does anything, is because you don't want to experience the pain.
Right.
So if you didn't say yes, so who would be someone you love so much and would do anything to help?
Oh, my immediate family, my mother, my grandmother. My,
Okay, and
my
has let's
sisters.
use your mom, okay? Has your mom borrowed money from you?
Yes.
Okay, great. And is she in a better situation financially than you or not?
Yeah, now my mom is in a better, stage in her life with her finances now.
Okay, but let's say something happened and your mom needed some money, and that could happen, right?
Right.
Because she's borrowed money from you before, and here's that knock on the door, and your mom needs money. If you say no, what pain does that cause you? I want you to visualize, go there. Like, your mom's there.
Yeah, if mom, it hurts. It hurts to be able to not hurt the woman who's actually done so much for me in my life as a child. It would bother me a lot. It would cause a lot of heartache and the pain and in the heart. I apologize.
No, that makes
But
total sense.
it hurts.
Okay. And like, what words would you associate to that? Like, when you say it hurts, like, would you feel depressed? Would you feel embarrassed? Would you, I don't know. What are the emotions that you experience when you have to say no to lending someone money?
The feeling that I would have is I would feel down. It's kind of depressing. You hate to say no, especially to moms, but it would hurt me a lot.
Yeah.
It would just be very painful.
So can you see why so this is a really quick example because it's a very fast show, but can you see just from that why you're lending people money, even though it's actually hurting you?
Just to see everybody else not in the same pain, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah,
just
exactly.
to see them overcome their pains,
So let me ask you this, Nathaniel. If you were to, let's just say, in a new world, for even just a year, you don't lend anyone money. I know that's not going to solve all your problems financially, right? Because
Right.
you said at the beginning that, well, I'm still not doing that well on my own, which is another thing we can talk about in the last segment.
Right.
But for now, let's just imagine for a second that instead, if you can get to a point, and we'll work on this, but if you can get to a point where instead of feeling pain saying no, even to someone as amazing and wonderful as your mother, who's given you everything in life, potentially, even life,
Right.
right? But if instead saying no to her gave you empowerment because you knew that by you getting on your feet, by you becoming financially free, financially secure, wealthy, the person in your family that makes it, that does so much good in this world, that if you could be that guy, the successful guy, the financially free guy, the wealthy guy, then how much could you give your mother?
Nothing.
Nothing? Why?
Because I would have to save.
No, let's imagine you've already done it. So here you are. Let's just make crazy numbers. I don't know what you're making, but let's just say, what would you strive for as far as your income?
100,000.
100,000. Okay, let's say you're making 100,000 and you're saving whatever you think is appropriate. Okay, and let's double it. Let's say you make 200,000.
Okay.
Okay, and now you're making 200,000 and you've saved, let's say, $500,000 in the bank. Okay, let's say years have gone by instead of just one, because I want you to visualize that you have this power to now help people for real. So now, if you had hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank and you're making 200,000 a year, and you know you can keep making it, and I gotta go to a break, and so I'm gonna ask you that question in a second. But imagine for a second, you are that guy. The question I'm going to ask you that you're going to tell everyone when we come back is, now what can I give? Okay?
Okay.
Think about that. Again, you're watching the Financial G-Spot, and we're on the Whatever It Takes Network. And I want to find out when Nathaniel becomes this super successful guy, which I know he will. I want to see, really to visualize what he can give now and how he can help people. Because what he truly wants is to help people and to make a difference. Am I right about that?
Absolutely.
So I'm going to help him do that. You're watching the Financial G-Spot on witnation.com. I'll see you after the break. Welcome back. You're watching the Financial G-Spot on the Whatever It Takes Network. I'm Robin Crane, and before I forget, I want to make sure to give you that gift. So I was talking earlier, and you get this as well, I was talking earlier about my new book. It's called How to Overcome Your Money Issues in 10 Easy Steps. And this is launching right now, so you can actually get a hard copy. You can order it right now. And you do that by just going to robincrane.com/freebook. So we'll put it here in the notes, but robincrane.com/freebook, and go to that link. And you get the hard copy for free. You just got to pay for shipping. And then there's a bunch of bonuses you'll get as well. So it's pretty cool because I know we're doing this quickly, and if you're watching, everything's, it'd be great to have this in writing and to be able to see the money types in writing and to be able to figure out like what is my money type and what are the beliefs and behaviors that are causing me to do what I do and causing me to have what I have or what I don't have if you feel like you don't have the money that you want. So I think you'll definitely enjoy that. I'm very proud of it. It's my first book, so go get it. So okay, back to you, Nathaniel. So what I was trying to get you to do, and I'm going to bring you there. I want to bring you there like emotionally and get you to this point, make it a little easier and clearer for you. So I just want you to imagine, forget the numbers, but I just want you to imagine that you are successful and doing very well. Because it doesn't, I was going to say financially free, but you don't even have to be that financially free yet. But you're doing very well. And that means that you're saving, you're putting money away, you're even growing your money. Maybe you're investing it and making it grow bigger and bigger. Whatever your job is, maybe it's a couple $100,000 a year. It's more than enough for you to live the life that you want to live. Okay, can you close your eyes for a second? Just imagine that. Okay, feels good, right?
Sure does.
Okay,
Feels
in
wonderful.
this state, so keep your eyes closed. That was like you were there, man. I could tell the difference. Okay, imagine that, because this is who you really are. You're a successful guy who wants to just help people. I mean, you want to make a huge difference. You want to contribute. I mean, this is why you keep giving every dollar you make away, because you want to contribute and give more. So in this space, keep your eyes closed. I want you to think about all these family members and drop and let go of all the resentment, okay? You don't resent them anymore. They just want help. They're not trying to take advantage of you. They're just afraid. They're just scared. They don't have the money that they want. They're broke. And they see you as some sort of a hero, the guy that's going to help them, that's going to help them get where they want to be. And you're not going to solve all their problems. You're not going to change or turn around their lives by giving them money. I'll tell you that right now. But you can help them. And in this space where you are successful and you have wealth and you feel rich, now open your eyes and tell me now what can you give them?
Advice on how to save.
Awesome. So it's so much more than money.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I didn't know what you were going to say, but you were in that state and you really went there, and you might not even want to give them any money. In fact, you might realize that now that I can give them money, I shouldn't give them money. And I'm not telling you to give them money or not give them money. I think if you have plenty to give, sure. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that's their solution. And right now you're living in a bit of a fantasy world that by giving them money, the last money you have is helping them. But it's not necessarily helping them. In fact, it might be hurting them. By the way, what I'm doing right now is I'm beginning to associate some pain, because he's associated pain to not giving, right? I said, what do you feel if you're not giving? And he feels bad. He feels like he should be helping, and he feels like he's not a good guy if he doesn't give money or lend money. What I want you to realize is there's pain in lending money. So one is the pain that you could be hurting them, not helping them. If they rely on you and don't figure out how to make money themselves or figure out to get resourceful to get money, you're hurting them. That's one possibility, right? Yeah. Now, the biggest part, though, is that you're hurting yourself. So tell me how you're hurting yourself by lending your family and friends money.
Giving my last away.
How is that hurting you? You're surviving, man.
Yeah, but just barely. Just barely. I mean, it's hurting me, mentally.
Like, tell me specifically. Like, take me there. I want you to feel the pain, because otherwise you came all this way and you're going to get nothing. You're like, oh, that's a great idea, but it's not going to change your life. So you got to go there for me. Tell me how bad it really is because you're lending people money.
It hurts me, because like at the end of the day, I'm not satisfied, and I feel like I've been taken advantage of, like I've been used and not appreciative, you know. And it's a burden on me. It hurts me, you know. It brings me down. It pulls me down.
And it's not just the money. I mean, it sounds like you're having some money challenges regardless, but it's really the fact is, it's kind of like some people who go shopping, they feel great, and I call them spendthrift Sallies. Like, oh yes, feels good to buy this, buy that, and then later they feel this guilt and remorse.
Right.
It sounds like you're having a similar reaction, like a response where you're like, well, it feels good to give when I give, and then after I feel awful about myself.
Right. And
they're not making you feel that way. You're making you feel that way.
And nobody never comes back to me and offers me anything. It's just,
so why should they?
Well, yeah,
because you don't want them to. I mean, I know you say you want them to, but part of you wants to just be the martyr.
Right.
So in order to turn this around, and I'm sure this shows up in other areas of your life with your job and things like that, maybe you give time away.
Yeah, that's
you know? And you're giving and you're giving and you're giving, and man, it's time to just like stop. I'm not saying don't give.
Right.
Give your heart, give your love, give who you really are, but if the way you give more is to become the man you're meant to be. And right now you're playing small, dude. You're playing small.
Yeah.
I see this incredible being in you. Like, it's so obvious. Like, you have this huge heart.
Yeah.
You're just a wonderful person. And I could just imagine like how proud your mom must be of you. Like, that's my son, you know? Like,
absolutely.
he's doing well and he's taking care of everybody. And maybe when you were a little kid, you know, you thought that you had to take care of your mom and everybody around you because, I don't know, was your dad around?
No, not really, not at all.
Psychic.
Yeah. Which makes me the good person that I am today, I believe.
Right. And you are amazing. And the only way you can break through this, because man, if you don't change this is you in 5 years, 10 years, 20, 50 years from now. You're going to be telling the stories of how you've given everything and you have nothing because you've given it all away and people have taken advantage of you. So the way you turn that around is to start believing that, like, I don't need to give them these things to feel good about myself. So tell me what's true. Like, tell me what... By becoming becoming successful financially, like, what would you do differently? How would you act? How would you behave? How would you walk around? Like, who would you be? And how could you be even more of the man that you're meant to be?
Maybe give less. Not take so much from myself.
So wait. So you think so you're only going to give less once you get super successful?
Well, I mean, of course, advice and, you know, on how to save, because I think that.
So here, let me tell you this: you don't have to give less. You're being like, it sounds silly, but like, your system wants to give. So I don't want to take that away. I don't want to take who you are, because you're a very generous person. You're an amazing person. What I want you to do is focus on giving to yourself now.
Okay.
Give to yourself, and when you imagine yourself successful, instead of saying, now that I'm successful, I have to give less, and I'm not just saying money, but I'm just saying being generous.
Right.
When you're successful, you can give more. Does Oprah give more now that she has billions of dollars?
Absolutely.
You know, people, I mean, I don't know how much, like, what's his name? I can't think of, like, Donald Trump, or, I mean, Steve Jobs. Like, how much did Steve Jobs give away because he was so successful in his own right? So I want you to like, find, here's one thing you can do. Find someone who you can model. Some person out there, could be a famous person, could be someone in your family, that is successful financially. Okay, has financial success. And I want you to keep your amazing generosity. Okay? But give first to yourself.
Which I haven't been doing.
Which you haven't been doing. And that has to be first. So you have to say no to everybody else. For now, just say no. I'd love to help you and I will help you, but I'm going to go help myself first so that I can help you more.
Okay.
But that's the frame I want you to come from, that when I get to this point, when I'm very successful, I can help more, not less. Because for some reason, it's twisted. You're thinking, oh, well, in order for me to give less, I got to be successful and then I'll give less. That, you know, it's
right.
Wait. Go get successful. Okay?
Invest.
How do you do that? Give to yourself
Give
first.
to yourself.
Yeah. So we're about to wrap up here, but I wanna make sure that you leave and take something with you that will transform your life. So tell me, like, why do you need to be successful?
I need to be successful for me.
And what will having success give you?
It will give me a peace of mind.
Awesome.
Peace of mind.
And who can you become when you're that guy, the successful guy?
Me.
That's you.
Me.
And can you continue to give when you're that successful?
Of course, yes.
Okay. So that's what I want to make sure that I didn't confuse you on.
Right.
You can give more when you have more.
When I have more.
So for now, can you do me a big favor, please? Please,
Sure,
please, please.
absolutely.
And you're gonna, on television right here, you're gonna tell the world that you're gonna stop lending money, and tell your friends and family out there, I love you guys. I love you so much. And, not but, and I have to take care of myself now so that I can help you more later.
Listen, family and friends, I appreciate all the love that you guys give me, but I have to stop and start focusing more on me. I love you, and I'll always love you, but I have to be successful in order to be able to help you more.
Awesome. You're seeing it here, folks. If you're like Nathaniel and you're overgenerous Olivia and you keep giving and giving so you have nothing left for yourself, it's time to start giving even more to you. Give to yourself. You need to do that so that you can help more people, because ultimately you do want to contribute and help the world. And I know you do, man. So go ahead and get that book. Make sure if you haven't clicked on it yet, go to robincrane.com/free book. Get the free book, figure out what your money type is and how you can transform your life. Again, you're watching the Financial G-Spot on the Whatever It Takes Network. I'm Robin Crane, and I'll see you next week.